Welcome to the Bearded Banter podcast, where we'll discuss everything gaming. So sit on back and listen up. Get your headphones ready, we're gonna discuss video games, it's gonna be fun. A final time for everyone. Wow! Hello, and welcome to episode 33 of Bearded Banter, the gaming podcast where, as you can see, we're trying something new today. I am your host, Shane the Bearded One. With me is my lovely co-host, Riley Random Richard.
Just call me Random Richard.
And with us, for the second week in a row, is our very special guest and best friend, Joe Hayes. Joe, how are you doing?
I'm good. But
Good.
You can call me Sir Night Detective Joe Hayes.
Sir Night Detective Joe Hayes, Esquire.
Yes.
Alrighty. So,
What's my
we're
name?
back. We're back. Well, you're Random Richard, but you could be Sherlock, Indiana Jones, Insidious, Riley.
Fucking A. Alright.
Alright, so welcome back for another episode of Bearded Banter. We have a lot to talk about today, so I'm going to start the timer. We're going back to our original format, half an hour of general discussion, and then I have about 9 gaming-related news stories to talk about. So, here we go. Guys, what do you want to talk about? Who wants to start?
Anal.
Shut up, Riley. God.
Well,
Joe's going to start.
I'll actually start on a topic here. Just give me a sec. I need to find out.
I'm busy picking my nails. I'm busy giving myself a mani-pedi. Ooh.
I don't know if anybody else has heard about this. I don't know. Did I share this with Riley? I'm not sure. But me and Jay know about this.
Sunset Overdrive?
Sunset Overdrive.
Sunset Overdrive.
And it's going to be Xbox One exclusive.
And I'm very upset about that.
Fortunately.
Because I want to play it.
Yeah, me too. But it's produced by Insomniac Games, which, as we all know, is the same people behind Ratchet and Clank.
Exactly.
I saw that.
And other things. So we could just have a discuss if you've seen the trailer or whatever.
I've seen the trailer. I don't know if Riley has yet.
It looks pretty.
I'm gonna confess, I have not seen the trailer.
Okay, well, basically, Sunset Overdrive is Insomniac's new game, Xbox One exclusive, and basically think of it as a mix between. To me, it seemed like a mix between Infamous, Tony Hawk, and any third-person shooter like Uncharted.
Okay.
So it's basically like there's this
Okay.
It's in a place called Sunset City, I believe, and basically there's this big evil corporation that is selling this energy drink, which I believe is called Overdrive DX.
Yep.
And basically it has the ability to turn people who drink it into monsters, like infected.
Is that supposed to be a reference to something?
Probably.
Probably, but I don't.
Probably, but I wouldn't get it.
Social commentary?
But, so there's a bunch of infected in the city because of the soft drink, and basically, you're like a parkouring, shooting expert, fucking bounty hunter, parkour, and, you have to go deal with the infected. So, it looks really cool, and it has a lot of that, that Insomniac style that they had with Ratchet and Clank.
Yeah, it's gonna be like that.
That overly cartoony, colorful, vibrant kind of style.
Basically, I'm gonna get a fucking migraine just playing it.
Oh, probably.
It is beautiful.
Yeah, Joe, what did you think about it?
Drinking.
Oh, nice. Joe, what did you think about it?
I was overwhelmed with. I don't know with something with. I was overwhelmed.
I felt
when
something.
I was on the GameSpot website, and they had actual gameplay from it, and I was like, "Oh,
yeah, it looks pretty fucking awesome.
It's beautiful. Like there are so many things that you could do. There's like some like you said, there's like parkour shit going on there. You can run on walls. You can run on telephone. It's crazy.
Basically, like
awesome.
Basically it looks like Infamous because of the parkour system, but I also said it looks kind of like it took some inspiration from Tony Hawk because there are a lot of like freeform like stunts and tricks you can do, like you can grind on rails and you can like do tricks midair and shit like that.
Good memories with those games, man.
I know, right? But it looks really cool, and I would really want to play it.
Except Xbox One exclusive.
Yeah, and they actually Insomniac, they actually came out and said that Sunset Overdrive is an Xbox One exclusive, so that they can exclusively own the IP. So they don't have to like they did with Ratchet and Clank, or Spyro. It owned, the actual intellectual property is owned by someone else, and they just make the games. They decided to make an exclusive to Xbox One so that they could actually own it themselves.
Okay.
Which, I gotta give, they want to own what they make, so,
That's pretty cool.
But yeah, if I had an Xbox One, I would definitely want to play that.
Oh, yes.
Xbox Ones are actually cheaper than PS4s in Canada right now.
Yeah, actually, I have something,
Kind of bullshit.
I have something in news to discuss later about that. But, so Riley, from what we told you about Sunset Overdrive, what do you think of it?
Well, if I could shell out enough money for an Xbox One, that's definitely a game I would buy.
Yeah, totally, right?
Unfortunately, I am broke. Well, I got some money, but not a lot. So I don't see myself getting it anytime soon. And plus, if anything, I'm probably getting a PS4.
Yeah, it's true enough.
Yeah, unless you want to, just buy the freaking Xbox One just for that exclusive game and be depressed for the next 6 years.
And then just be depressed.
Yeah. Although
just constantly shedding tears.
It could be some good games.
It's like, why?
Why did I buy this console?
What am I doing with my life, man?
Well, time to kill myself.
Okay. There's an open window right there. I'll see you guys later.
I mean, I'm sitting next to a window, so,
Well, it's about 10 feet off the ground, so it easily break bones. If I land on my head, I crack myself.
Break bones. I just pointed at my sister when you said that because her nickname's Bones.
I was about to say, what the fuck are you referencing?
Yeah,
But yeah, moving on. I actually have something I want to ask you guys. I was actually thinking about this. Guys, what game have you logged the most playtime into?
Like all time, or?
Yeah, like all time. Whoever wants to go first after you think about it.
Joe, you go first.
I definitely have my answer.
I'd have to be a tie between Dishonored and Skyrim.
Nah, that's what I thought.
Okay.
It's a little less more Dishonored than Skyrim, probably because of mostly because of the I don't know. I got into Skyrim later than I did.
I got the Skyrims later.
than I did with Dishonored. So, and now I have the DLC for it. So I'm even more into Dishonored now, as than I am. But I've been playing mostly what I've been playing lately is Skyrim. I've been putting a lot more time into Skyrim there.
So how many hours do you think you have logged into those games?
That's a good question. You know what? If I could check on my Steam account right now, it'll probably tell me.
Oh yeah, that's convenient. That's very convenient of Steam.
Oh yeah.
Like goddamn, I wish every game had that.
Well, some games do.
Yeah, some games do, but not all of them. Sometimes I want to know how many hours of my life I've wasted in this game.
Come on.
Okay, let me see. For Dishonored, 95.4 hours on record.
Not bad.
Skyrim is... Oh, no. Skyrim is a lot higher. It's 205.3 hours on record.
Oh, don't worry. I got you beat.
So, I actually think that is the highest hours of any game I have on Steam right now. Borderlands is only 11.3 hours.
Well, I mean, you just got into Borderlands.
Yeah.
Wait, 11? Wow, that much already?
You still have to convert me.
Jesus.
Come here, buddy.
Oh, I think he's summoning his dog. But Riley, what about you? What do you think?
It's difficult to say exactly what, but I'm just gonna fire off some games I know I've spent shit tons of time in. When I was younger, Lego Star Wars 2, I played for fucking hours. And I'm not joking. I want to say at least 80 hours.
Not bad.
I'm not joking. I love that game. Hey, Joe's dog.
Hey, Joe's dog. I don't have my dog. But
I just have a stuffed cat.
So yeah, let's see.
I'm trying to think. There's other games. I've been putting a lot of time in GTA 5.
Yeah, but do you really think anywhere near that kind of playtime?
No, I want to say 50 hours. What else? Red Dead Redemption I put a lot of time into.
Yeah, same here.
A lot of time. I want to say about 70 hours for that. Gonna think of one more game.
Oh god.
What?
Joe, you're echoing.
Joe, headphones. What
God
the
damn it, Joe. No, that's his cam.
Oh.
That's just his mic. It does that every now and then.
And now I can't hear Joe.
Joe, we can't hear you.
Oh, for fuck's sakes.
Can't hear Joe.
Here we go.
Technical difficulties. But anyway, so yeah, we got Joe at 200 hours. We got Riley at around 80 hours. So, I'm gonna send you guys this photo after I show it, but in the feed right now, I actually had to take physical proof, because as you can see here in the recording now, this is my playtime in Super Smash Bros. Brawl. I have logged in almost 350 hours into this game.
Wow.
As you can see right here, 346 hours and 37 minutes of overall playtime in Brawl.
For a fighting game.
For a fighting game. Yeah, it was, like, amazing when I first played it. So I'm going to send you this in the chat feed so you can actually look at that.
I'm just going to say this about me with Brawl. Like, when I got the game, I was not really expecting. I was like, oh, shit, I got it, okay. You know, I didn't really care for the Smash Brothers series. Like, I liked them, but I didn't really care for them. So Brawl, I think I have about 8 hours, like, because, I don't know, fighting games aren't really my thing. I don't really care for fighting games that much.
Yeah, well, it's a certain taste.
Yeah.
But, Joe, can you talk and we hear you? Joe, leave and come back. Your mic's fucked up again.
Joe, leave and come back.
God damn it, Joe. But anyway,
half this video is going to be technical difficulties.
Yeah, god damn it, Joe. God damn it, Joe.
You know, it's amazing. We have better technology than what they used to send the astronauts to the moon, yet we can't, for the life of us, get it to freaking work.
Yeah, right. But,
how does that happen?
Okay, here comes Joe again.
Alright.
Joe, talk.
Am I back?
Yeah, you're back.
Good.
Okay, technical difficulties. We excuse Joe. He has horrible equipment, but yeah. So Joe has 200 hours. Riley has 80. I have almost 350. It's amazing how much time we can waste in video games, isn't it?
You know what?
Yes.
So usually when I play video games, like previously, I've been able to only do about like 4 or 5 hours at a time before I just get bored.
Mm-hmm.
But now, ever since like, you know, games like GTA 5 have come out, I've been like pulling like solid 10 hours, sometimes 12.
Sometimes, like at a time.
Yeah, like if Ryan's not home and you know I have full access to the PS3, then I will log like 12 hours of GTA 5.
Damn.
Joking.
A day?
Yeah.
Huh.
I basically disappear up here, and my parents don't see me for meals or bathroom breaks, or if I'll just go out the window.
God damn.
I don't go out the window on Wednesdays and Fridays.
Okay, so we have contribution from Bones, my co-op partner. She has now. Is that this whole series in general? Okay, so the whole Mass Effect series, she has clocked in 520 hours.
My God.
And goddamn, I thought I was sad. I thought I was sad with my Brawl record, but damn, you.
Sorry, what's up, Joe?
It is a whole series, though.
Yeah, that is a whole series, so that's like
3 games.
Yeah.
And like how many hours it takes to play each game, plus, you know, all the content that's in it. It's a pretty, you know, there's so many
Lengthy
possibilities.
experience.
So many possibilities in a BioWare game.
Yeah, true enough. But,
Shane,
okay. Yes?
how many hours have you logged in Borderlands 2?
Well, ooh, damn, that's gotta be my second highest. I honestly don't know. Because, I think, because when you go to load in your save file, it has, like, hours played, right? At 30 hours, it logs that in as a day. Or, around, 30, 35 hours, it logs it as one full day, which, that makes no sense to me. But,
It's 24 hours.
I think I don't know. I think the last time I checked, I was well. Let's see. The campaign took me 42 hours. The first 2 DLCs took me 8 each, so that's 16. So that's 58. Is that 50? Yeah, it's 58. And then the next 2 DLCs after that took me 6 hours each, so that's 12 hours. So that's 70 hours. And then my second playthrough is at least 30 hours right now, so that's 100. And then Headhunter packs about an hour or 2 each. There's 5 of them. That's another 10 hours. I'd probably say around 120 hours or more for Borderlands 2.
Rap.
It's a good game, Joe. You haven't played it yet, but...
Oh, but I've started the first one. I mean, I only have like 11 and a half hours on it, but I'm really liking it so far.
Yeah,
Now you guys have to convert me.
Oh, don't worry, we'll get there eventually. It's addicting, though. But
it is.
Guys, I also have another question for you. You guys know the term bucket list, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. What is your video game bucket list like?
It's huge.
Yeah, it's pretty huge.
It's pretty extensive.
I'm quite ashamed of myself.
Yeah, I know. I mean, I have the whole freaking, what is that? What is that game with the bald guy?
Was that game with the bald guy?
The game with the bald guy. What's
Hitman.
it called? Hitman. Whole Hitman series is on there. Well, I mean, since I got that money for my birthday, it's dropped a bit. But I still want to play all the Batman games and all that. Like, I still haven't gotten to that.
Batman games are good.
Heavy Rain is another one, but, you know, I don't have a console. There's plenty more out there.
Yeah.
I mean, there's games that I have that are on my bucket list I haven't played yet, so they're still there.
Yeah. But, for me, it's a lot of digital games. Like, I have a lot of digital games on, back catalog that I need to get to, which I have gotten better at that recently. I have been going through my digital library and starting to play some of those games. I have. And a lot of them are really good. So, you know, it's still quite extensive, but, you know, I'm getting through it. Riley, what about you?
Well, a couple games that are recently added to the list were the remakes of Ruby and Sapphire.
God damn it.
I'm going fucking... Because Ooh, that's another game I spent a lot of time on when I was younger. Pokemon Ruby, I spent fucking hours on.
Ah, dude.
I'm
ashamed that I only got into Pokemon this past year.
I didn't
understand what I was missing.
They're good games. Like, you do get hooked fast.
Take it from a guy who, before, like, 4 months ago, did not give 2 shits about Pokemon, and now I'm, like...
He's in there.
I'm hooked.
He's in.
I'm playing it for the goddamn channel. That's how hooked I am on it. I have 3 hours of footage recorded already.
Oh, fuck.
Crazy.
Granted, most of it is just me looking for a Pikachu, but still.
You already found one, though.
Dude, I found... No, for the BGM playthrough.
Oh. So you started...
Back to my talking.
Yes, going back to Riley.
What other games I've been meaning to add to my list? Fuck. What was it? I'm gonna try out Borderlands 2 one day just to spite you guys.
Don't worry, we got you covered.
I will do that one day. I'm also sorry, BioShock Infinite. I gotta check that out. The first 2, I guess.
You have to check BioShock Infinite.
You can honestly skip BioShock 2. Just focus on 1 and Infinite.
Do I have to play 1?
Play 1.
Well, you don't have to play 1 to get Infinite. They're unrelated, but...
Okay, good.
Sort of.
Good.
For the most part, they are.
For the most part.
What we're saying is you don't have to play 1 to understand any, like, story moments.
They're all intertwined.
They're intertwined?
Yes.
Intertwined?
I said that with the most Irish-sounding accent ever.
Constants and variables, dude. Constants and variables.
Constants and variables. There's always a lighthouse.
There's always a lighthouse. There's always a man.
What the fuck are you guys talking about?
Oh, you'll get there eventually.
What?
But,
there's not that many games left on my bucket list. I mean, I don't really have like a set list of games I want to play. Like, if I'll hear about a game, I'm just like, okay, I'll check that out and completely forget about it until I see it in Best Buy.
yeah, true enough.
I kind of want to check out Yoshi's New Island, but I'm hearing mixed things about it.
Yeah, I'm hearing a lot of mixed things about that too, actually.
Ooh, Super Mario 3D World.
That is something I want to play at some point.
I played a demo at Best Buy. You get to Mario's a cat.
Cat Mario. Cat Mario.
Yeah, the whole time. Meow!
But so yeah, moving on. Is there anything any of you guys want to talk about?
Yes, actually, if you could just give me a sec here.
Yep.
So you guys probably know that THQ went bankrupt about a year ago,
Yes, we do.
Oh shit, that's right.
Mm-hmm.
and so they held an auction for their games in the series, and one of those game series was Darksiders.
That's what I thought you were gonna say.
A lot of people were disappointed that THQ was going down because they're like, "Oh no, Darksiders is going down."
Yeah, no one picked up Darksiders at that original.
It's going to be dead series, but there is good news because a company called Nordic Games bought the series, and they're hoping to continue this series, Darksiders.
Yeah, they should, because Darksiders was a quality series.
I haven't played them.
Like I played the first one, and it was a really unique mix of like God of War with like Zelda dungeon crawling and shit. And I never played Darksiders 2, but it looked really cool, and it looked like they added a lot more to it, like weapons crafting and like RPG elements, leveling up and shit. But yeah, Darksiders 1 was a really fun game, and I'm glad to see that someone finally picked them up because
they also picked up Red Faction.
Oh, sweet!
MX versus ATV, Supreme Commander, Frontline, Stuntman, Juiced, Full Spectrum Warrior, and Destroy All Humans.
Oh, they picked up Destroy All Humans?
It.
Yes!
So
Destroy All Humans.
That series will also be going on.
Oh, thank Christ.
Imagine what they could do now with the new gen.
Next gen Destroy All Humans would be fucking awesome.
You are not going to see me leave my room.
No, probably not.
Not like I do anyways, but you know.
I mean, I was one of those people who played Destroy All Humans when they were new, and I loved the shit out of them. So to hear that someone finally picked them up and that series is getting a revival, that makes me happy.
That's gonna. You know what? I am fucking looking forward to that.
Yeah. Well, I just started playing the first one, and so far I have enjoyed it.
Second one's so much
It
fun.
can be a little frustrating at times, just with the some of the mechanics on a PC is weird.
Are we talking about Darksiders or...
Darksiders? Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, I thought you were talking about.
It's weirder than it is on a
A console?
Like I've played Darksiders with Shane before on it.
Yeah, if you remember correctly, Avengers Weekend.
Yeah.
We played that at my house.
And it was I had a lot of fun with that, so I'm like it was it was on sale on Steam, both of them for like $14.99 with both soundtracks and all the DLC and shit, and I was like, oh, why not?
Yeah, that's a quality buy right there.
So I was like, it's probably because THQ was going down, but they're like, oh, we should sell this game. So yeah, I've played the first one. I haven't gotten that far, obviously, but it's a quality series. It really
Yeah,
is.
It is a very good game, very high quality game. But I have something I want to talk about. Guys, do you think that you can name your favorite gaming genre?
What the fuck?
Stealth.
That was Joe.
Oh, okay. Joe's stealth?
Joe is stealth. Mostly because I'm not a skirmisher by trade. Like as probably Shane knows, I'm not a big into fighting games. I'm not big into skirmishing. I like blending into the shadows. I like ranged weapons. It's any confrontation in a game that I can avoid is great.
Yeah, he likes being a ninja.
It is a fun genre. Stealth is also on the list of my favorite genres, but my all-time favorite one, I would have to say, is open-world action-adventure.
Yeah, role-playing RPGs.
Well, not so much RPGs, Pokemon being...
Just like sandbox games.
Yeah,
like GTA, Red Dead, things like that.
So things you can, that still have a story to them, but there's more of an open world.
Yeah, I could fuck shit up right after a mission if I wanted.
Yeah, where games... Yeah, he's talking about games that have, a straight, a straight narrative with an open world that he can explore at his leisure, but it's a lot more focused than like an MMO per se.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's Riley's favorite genre.
Yeah.
I would have to say mine would probably be platformers. Like 3D platformers, 2D platformers, any kind of platformers, because those are the games I grew up on.
Platformers are fun. I played a lot of those when I was younger, and they're awesome.
Yeah, I have a lot of good memories of playing Mario 64 and Banjo-Tooie when I was a kid. And, that level of platformers followed me. Shh. So it followed me into this generation. So some of my favorite games of all time are like Rayman Origins and Sonic Generations, and games like that. Ratchet and Clank. I really get a kick out of those kind of games.
Those are fun games, I will admit.
They are.
Man, that was like 5 minutes of nostalgia. Can you guys name your favorite video game console?
Yeah, that's hard for me.
Yeah.
That's hard for me. All you have is a Wii and a GameCube.
I'm not a console person.
Well, you could say PC. That counts as a console.
Does it?
Yeah.
PC Master Race.
Okay. Well,
He'll
yeah.
take us over at some point.
PC is... It's always been my thing, just because when I was young, I couldn't afford a console, and I still can't afford a console, and I'm still living at home, so I don't have one. With my parents, we're not allowed to have another console because we don't need one. And
or do you?
Oh, I'm sure we don't.
You.
There's as we know, there's a big difference between need and want.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think PC.
Back, guys. Phone's ringing.
Alrighty.
PCs are a lot more malleable.
Malleable.
You can mold it a lot more to what games you want to play.
They're a lot more customizable.
Yeah, customizable. That's what I mean. There also is a lot more. there's a lot more. A lot more glitches to it. But if you have a good PC, you're gonna have a good experience.
Yeah, if you have a quality system, you won't run into many problems, right?
Yeah, and my second console would be the 360 because that's mostly what I've had experienced with, and it's always been 360. It's always been a good experience.
Mm-hmm. I have to thinking about it. I would have to say my favorite console would have to be the 360. Mainly because it's been my primary console for the last 4 or 5 years, and it has some of my favorite games of all time on it. Like it has COD 4, it has Borderlands, it has BioShock, it has Rayman. It just has a lot of games that I've played in this generation that I've really gotten into and really loved. And as for like my favorite nostalgic system, I would probably have to say the N64 because I have the most fond memories of playing games on the N64 when I was a kid. But those are my two favorite consoles, the N64 and the 360. Riley, what about you?
Ooh, I would have to say coughing.
Is that a console?
2.
When did that come out?
A couple years ago. It
After
sucked.
Dreamcast went out.
Yeah.
God damn it.
I would have to say PS2 and PS3.
So, Sony consoles.
Yeah. Well, not Sony consoles, just both happen to be by Sony.
Yeah, so why do you consider those your favorite?
Well, the PS2 is actually the first console I actually owned. I think I may have mentioned this, but it's actually kind of a funny story how I got my PS2. It was Christmas 2004, or 5, I can't remember. And we already had a PS2, and I opened it up. It's a PS2 box. So I'm thinking, okay, they just used the box for something. So I open up the box, and there's a PS2 inside. I'm going, oh, shit.
What? How dare you?
PS2.
I can't hear Joe.
Box. Holy shit.
Okay, Riley 10 years ago was a dumbass.
Oh my god, that's funny.
That's pretty great.
Well, PS3 is also my current favorite. Well, because it's like the only real big next-gen system I have.
Yeah.
Wii doesn't count because it kind of sucks, but...
Okay, the Wii doesn't suck. The Wii U sucks.
Yeah, well,
The Wii doesn't.
Conspiracies.
Yeah.
The Wii sold millions. It did really well for what it was, and then everybody copied off of that.
Yeah, everyone.
It
The
did
Wii.
well enough that Sony made the fucking whatever that shit was.
It was basically it was basically a Wiimote. It was
And then-
Sony's Wiimote.
Yeah, and then
Yeah,
Microsoft, and then Microsoft had the 360 Connect,
Yeah,
which they're like, hey, we're gonna one up them and not use controllers.
yeah. Nintendo brought in the whole concept of motion controls, and then they brought in the casual audience, which was making them a shit ton of money, and then everyone else was like, "We need to milk this.
Yeah.
Here's a Kinect."
And then they immediately kind of dropped the bomb with the Wii U.
Yeah, true enough. But guys, we're running over the half an hour mark for general discussion. So if there's anything else you want to talk about, speak up.
Joe, I just safely say I hope GTA 5 comes to the PC so you can enjoy it.
Yeah, me too. There is one more thing that I want to discuss, and it is about the Wii U,
Okay, there is also one more thing I want to talk about. So Joe, go ahead.
and it's about Nintendo bringing in figurines for the Wii U,
Right, I heard about that.
What?
and it's they're thinking this could save the rep of the Wii U. And what it is it has the Nintendo figurine platform, the NFP. It's sort of like, Skylanders.
Oh, is it like
God.
Disney Infinity?
Yeah, it's taking advantage of the NFC technology built into Wii U. The system will encompass multiple titles and work on 3DS.
See, I heard about the whole figurine thing, but I didn't think that was what they were doing with it.
Yeah. Well, after they're like, oh, Skylanders is doing so well, and Disney Infinity, right? I mean, I haven't really heard much about Disney Infinity since it came out, but
It definitely
all I know
was
is-
not as big as Skylanders.
It
earlier,
has a whole shelf dedicated to its figures in Best Buy.
yeah, apparently it's doing well. So they're like, oh, let's make toys for this. So they're probably going to bring in like Pokemon and Zelda and Donkey Kong kind of
It's
thing.
the modern day equivalent of Rob.
Yeah. I mean, the concept is actually pretty cool. I've always thought the whole Skylanders thing, where you just put the little figurine on the little platform and all of a sudden it shows up in your game. I mean, there is no way that you can't think, wow.
It is kind of cool, you have to
That's
admit.
pretty awesome. You have to admit, that's pretty awesome.
It is
Kinda
pretty cool.
It's almost like a hologram, It's like, it's the future. What is this, the future? So,
What is this, Elijah Wood and Back to the Future 2?
yeah. So, that is one thing I want to discuss. And, if it seems that Nintendo is dedicated to trying to make the Wii U work after Virtual Boy bombed back in...
Oh, fucking Virtual Boy.
That came out the year we were born.
Dude,
Yeah,
the 3...
back in the 90s is not a good tape for Nintendo.
Dude, the 3DS
Yeah.
does the same thing the Virtual Boy did 1,000 times better.
Oh, yeah.
Like 1,000,000 times better. And it's
Don't hurt
basically
your
the same
eyes.
concept. It does hurt nowhere near as much as the Virtual Boy.
No, that people had neck problems, too.
I've had a lot
Sometimes
of...
progress takes time.
Yeah, I've had a lot of experience using Riley's 3DS, and that is a very cool. Addition they got in there. Some of the 3D looks really nice, and
Other times it's just gimmicky as shit.
I don't know. I don't know. I feel like I'm not as affected by 3D as some other people, because I've seen a bunch of 3D movies with like really heavy 3D. I've spent a lot of hours with the 3DS on like the maximum 3D setting, and I don't get headaches. I don't know what it is about me, but I'm not really affected by it.
It depends. Like if I already have like a bit of a headache going, 3D just makes it a whole lot worse.
Yeah.
It depends. Like I don't always get headaches, but sometimes I really do get them pretty bad.
Yeah. But so Joe,
There is, though, people are pretty skeptical about it, though. Like, obviously they're saying, it's not going to save the Wii U.
probably not.
It's not going to, but they think it'll do
Let's
better.
be honest.
They think the whole figurine thing will do better for the 3DS. than it will for the Wii U. Because
the 3DS is selling like hotcakes.
Yeah, well, the whole idea is you get the little round platform, and you put it like in front, and it connects wirelessly with your 3DS.
Mm-hmm.
So, that is, I do agree with them on that it will work better for the 3DS than it will for the Wii U. I don't think it'll save the Wii U personally, because you know what? I just think the Wii U is a bad idea in the first place. Like,
it's sort of like, what do we do after the Wii?
Yeah, it's like it was so successful, and they're like, where do we go from here?
Bring the
tablet.
What I would have suggested was bring the fucking GameCube feature back.
Yeah,
thank you.
They took that away, and then sales actually went down.
Dude, did you know that there's a version of the Wii that actually took out the GameCube backwards compatibility?
Yeah, the newer ones.
I'm not talking about the Wii Mini.
Good, that sucked.
Yeah, there is an actual second form of the actual Wii that took out all the GameCube stuff.
It's the black one.
No, it's not the black one.
Well, I mean, that one that came out, that one doesn't have compatibility either.
It's literally the exact same thing.
You can't, but you
without
can't.
the GameCube.
Yeah, but you can't buy a retail Wii anymore.
No.
With GameCube compatibility. You'd have to go to, like, whatever that frickin' store is that sells second-hand consoles and games and shit.
Dude,
No.
GameStop?
Not even.
But, damn, what was I gonna say? Oh yeah, GameCubes are fucking cheap as fuck nowadays.
Well, yeah, but it's not. Like, it's funny though, because it's not like they were exactly popular when it came out. Not everybody was like. I mean, it's a great console.
It just got crushed by their competition.
Yeah, that's why it got overlooked, and that's why.
See, Nintendo did a lot of different things that people weren't exactly happy about, like the whole different, like the mini DVD thing, and the fact that it was like mostly marketed towards kids. It's a fucking lunchbox. Let's be honest.
People can say what they want. It was a great system.
It was a pretty great system.
Play my GBA games on there.
I didn't play. I didn't have as much experience with the GameCube as obviously you guys did, but from the games I played on there, I had a good time.
It's a great game. Like Sunshine.
Fucking Sunshine. I still don't have Sunshine.
Paper Mario was.
Oh, the 1,000-Year Door.
1,000-Year Door was great.
That was fucking awesome.
TMNT, the movie version, was great on GameCube.
I played that on PS2, but it was still cool.
It's the best on GameCube.
I still actually really like that game. But
Double Dash was fun.
Double Dash was awesome. I sold you my copy.
Yeah, I still have it.
But
Hey, Shane, you said you had something to talk about before we go over.
Okay, no one has anything else they want to discuss.
All right, no.
Okay, well, the last thing I want to talk about, guys. I asked you what your favorite genre was. I asked you what your favorite console was. Now I'm going to ask you something that's still related to games, but might catch you a little off guard. What is your favorite board game?
Oh. Ooh. I go first.
I'll be right back.
Oh God, he's going to go get it.
Okay, my favorite board game, it's not really a board game, sort of. Well, okay, I got two. My favorite board game was Mousetrap.
Mousetrap?
Just setting up the freaking thing, I honestly would just do that. I almost never played the game. I just wanted to set up the thing and watch it all go.
It's a zany action, a crazy contraction, the fun is catching its Mousetrap. Yeah, that's definitely one of my favorites.
And the other one was Battle Dome.
Never heard of it.
This Battle Dome.
Google it. It was the coolest thing ever. Basically, you put these balls in a little machine on top, and it was literally a dome. It actually wasn't a dome. And you used the balls into your opponent's thing. And Joe's audio is bugging.
Joe, you're fucking echoing.
And now I can't hear him.
Joe, talk.
Okay. Well,
Joe, talk.
Fucking chair.
Leave and come back. Your audio cut out again.
I will send you a photo of Battle Dome.
Oh, no, I'm looking it up.
It's purple.
Battle Dome.
It'll be a purple box.
Battle Dome.
Battle Dome game.
It's a zany action. Great, now I got that.
It's the black and green thing.
black and green. Joe, talk.
We're doing so well.
Barely hear him.
Can barely hear you. Speak up.
We were doing so well.
Yeah, we were, and then you had to get insufficient equipment. Get an external mic, dude.
Trying, okay?
I'm actually thinking of getting one.
Yeah, but yeah, get one of these things, like the mic I have.
Sorry?
This is it's a cool mic, the one I have.
Yeah, I can
You can
definitely
find it
get
for like $10.
Oh, fucking A.
I actually have my favorite board game right here in my lap, so I can just show it to you.
Yeah.
It's called Master Labyrinth.
I see it.
It's a mind-bending game. You have to use a lot of your smarts to play, basically. This is the board right here.
Oh,
And
wow.
these little tiles, there's little tiles. There's more tiles like this that go in between the board, like so, like that.
That's
And
awesome.
what you do is what you have to do is you have your little wizard, there, and
That indeed is a wizard.
you have you have your there's like so many elements. This gets kind of confusing sometimes, but what's really fun, what you gotta do is you gotta get, there's these little things, and you gotta get to these things, and whoever can get to one of these notes, you have a card. You have a card like this, and you gotta get to your own respectable little cards like that. But like the thing is, the labyrinth moves. So sometimes if you're on your way, the other player can like move a tile, and all of a sudden you're fucked because you can't get there.
All of a
So it's
sudden,
an
you're
asshole game.
fucked.
So yeah, but whoever has like the highest score at the end of the game wins. And I totally beat Matt Alexander's ass.
Oh, that's great.
And
What's
that's
he doing these days?
I don't know. I haven't seen him in a while.
Yeah, neither of us have. He's busy as fuck.
Yeah, he's doing stuff. So
Yeah.
Stop.
that's mine.
For me,
That's
okay,
awesome. I
so
gotta check that out sometime.
Riley's is Battle Dome. Yours,
Two. Battle Dome and Mousetrap.
Battle Dome, Mousetrap. Joe's was
Master Labyrinth.
Master Labyrinth. Mine, I'd have to say, Mousetrap is definitely one of them. I really enjoyed the Game of Life.
That's fun.
The Game of Life was always a great time. And I'd say my three favorite are Mousetrap, The Game of Life, and I don't know if you guys know about this one. It was, have you ever heard of Disney Guess Who?
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes,
I knew the
with
Guess
the big
Who.
Mickey Mouse controller with the buttons, and like it pops trivia at you, and like it's like so. Yeah, it was a board game, and it was all about like Disney trivia. It was like Trivial Pursuit with Disney, and it came with this big Mickey Mouse head, and it had two buttons, one on each ear. And basically, it came with like a big stack of like trivia cards, and you would put them into the Mickey head, and it was like two players, and one would have each ear. And whenever someone had to answer a question, they would press their respective button, and then out would pop a trivia question, and you would have to answer it. And if you got it right, you could progress. If you got it wrong, you had to go back a few spaces.
So
it was
it's like
really fun. It's like, I have a lot of fond memories of it, and if it wasn't locked away in the garage, I would definitely show it to you guys.
It's like Trivial Pursuit meets Seen It in a way?
A little bit, yeah.
Oh, I love Seen It. I have Disney Seen It.
I think I have seen it too.
Disney Seen It's fun. I played that a couple times. You guys
Yeah.
remember Trivial Pursuit?
Yes.
That
No,
was fun.
Trivial Pursuit. Yeah.
The Pursuit of Trivia
The Pursuit of Trivia.
with Will Smith.
The Pursuit of Trivia, starring Will Smith and his son, the Karate Kid.
Who looks like freaking Fresh Prince of Bel-Air now.
Basically, yeah. But, alright, so that's it for general discussion here on Bearded Banter. We're going to move on to some gaming news stories, of which I have roughly 9. So I'm gonna tell you guys what's been going on in the games industry lately, and we're gonna get your thoughts on these current events.
Let's get underway, shall we?
Alrighty, so
We shall.
the big news story this week, Microsoft, poor Microsoft, they announced that they will release an Xbox One without Kinect.
Without the Kinect. I heard
Yeah.
this, yes.
They announced that very soon they will be releasing an Xbox One without Kinect for $100 cheaper. So the Kinectless Xbox One will be $399, the same price as the PS4.
Good for you.
What do you guys think about this?
I clap. I think it's a smart idea.
It's definitely a smart idea.
It is a smart idea to give the customer a choice on whether they want to buy the Xbox with the Kinect or not buy the Xbox with the Kinect.
Yeah, let me just be perfectly clear. They did not say they're getting rid of the original bundle with Kinect. They're just releasing an Xbox One without a Kinect for people who don't want it.
Now go away.
So yeah, it's definitely a smart business decision because one, it gives people choice. If they want to Kinect, they can buy the more expensive model. If they don't, they have an alternative. And plus, now that they have a model that's $100 cheaper and the same price as the PS4, they can finally start being competitive with them.
Yeah, exactly.
Because both are going to be the same price now, so, consumers are going to really have to pick and choose what they want to buy. And hopefully this will sell more Xbox Ones.
Because they're really kind of lagging. I mean, the first year will always be kind of shitty with sales.
Yeah, definitely.
Almost always without exception. But, you know what? They have a chance to redeem themselves, and I'd say they take it. However, though, it does seem to me like they're almost sort of admitting defeat in a sense, because they know that the Kinect was kind of shite.
Well, let's be honest. With the Xbox One, they've been back and forth and back and forth
they're
all
shit,
the time.
Then they're awesome. They're shit, then they're awesome. They're shit, then they're awesome.
Yeah, they introduce something. They introduce something, and people are like, "I don't fucking want that," and they're like, "Well, let's take that away."
Well, the nice way to put it is that there's always room for improvement.
Got that right.
Microsoft knows what they tried something different, and we as gamers do not like change. As much as we say we want change,
that's very true, Joe.
We don't want change. We want the same. Look at how many people buy COD.
I know. Yeah.
Same thing almost every year with minor changes to it. And people still buy it. It's like one of the highest grossing game franchises in the world.
It is.
Shout out to Kevin Spacey.
Shout out to Kevin Spacey. It is. It is officially the highest grossing entertainment franchise in history.
Yeah, and
unfortunately,
you know what? They tried something different, and it inexplicably failed. So you know what? There's always room for improvement.
Yeah. So
there's always a way to change it. You gotta use the customer. Don't pull a Nintendo.
Don't pull a Nintendo.
Pulling a Nintendo. I think we just coined a term.
Yeah, I think we just coined a term. Nintendo is now a verb. But yeah, there was that. That was like one of the biggest stories this week. More Microsoft news. Microsoft announced that Xbox Live Gold is no longer required to access apps on Xbox 360 and Xbox One. Originally, to access apps like Netflix or things like that, you would need to have an Xbox Live Gold subscription in order to access that. They're removing that now, as of June. As of June 2014, they are removing that. Also, Games with Gold, their free game service on Xbox 360, is finally coming to Xbox One in June, and the first two free games that they're releasing on Xbox One are Max, The Curse of Brotherhood, and Halo Spartan Assault. Guys, what do you think about this?
What is Max, the what?
It was one of the games they announced last year at E3. It's like a 2D platformer with this kid, and he has to save his brother from, a painting or something. I don't know.
Oh, okay.
Well, what do you guys think about this?
Well, other than... Oh, okay, Brad, you go first.
Well, I think, when it comes to... I'm just going to speak on the Netflix thing, because that's the only one I'm sort of familiar with. But, why now? I'm just going to say that. Why now? Why are they deciding now is the best time to do that? They could have done that a long time ago.
No, they're realizing that nobody is buying... Okay, not nobody, but...
Not nobody, no.
Not everybody is pleased with their console.
Yeah,
and, it's not selling as well as they thought, and they're like, oh, what's a way that we can get it to sell better than the PS4?
Yeah,
sell bacon with it or something?
Yeah, let's be honest. A lot of the people who are buying... Well, a lot of the people nowadays who either already have an Xbox 360 or are buying an Xbox 360 may not necessarily be gamers. They may just be buying it for an all-purpose media machine, and the fact that they have to buy an Xbox Live subscription in order to access their media, kind of restrictive. So I think they're finally learning that, a lot more people, a lot more casual non-gamers are starting to buy their consoles for the media components of them. So I think, it's a smart move on their point.
That's a good point, Shane. Yeah,
Good idea.
Yeah, we have to consider that there are a lot more casual people involved in gaming nowadays. Not everyone is going to buy a console just to play the games. They're going to buy a console for all of its overall capabilities, whether it be streaming, music, media, things like that.
Yeah.
So, the fact that someone would have to go out and buy an Xbox Live subscription, which they're never going to use, probably, just to access their media is kind of ridiculous.
Like, fuck that.
It's almost like consoles are slowly, they're slowly pushing back on, not pushing,
Retracting.
not retracting. They're taking away from the sales of normal like DVD and Blu-ray players because you can already do that on the console, and there's much more things you can do on a console than just a freaking DVD or, like I know Sony, they sell like DVDs and DVDs players and stuff like that. So
yeah, they sell DVD players, Blu-ray players, things like that.
It doesn't hurt them.
Yeah, but like Microsoft with the Xbox, sorry, Riley, go ahead.
No, it was just my mom was here.
Oh, okay. But yeah, a lot more people are buying consoles for things other than gaming. So think about this: you're a Netflix subscriber. You pay $8 a month for Netflix,
Which is a good fucking deal.
It's a good fucking deal. You go out and you let's say you already have an Xbox 360. Let's say you bought the 360 because of its multimedia capabilities and not so much for the games. And then you want to access Netflix on the 360 to stream it HD through your TV. You have to go out and buy at least a $10 subscription for Xbox Live just so you can access it. Don't you think that's kind of bullshit?
Yeah,
A little bit, yeah.
Especially for a console that you don't use for gaming?
Yeah, really. I mean, the PS3 there is basically 1/3 a Netflix machine at this point.
Yeah, I gotta be honest, I use my PS3 all the time for Netflix.
I mean, even the Wii uses Netflix.
Yeah.
They all do. The 3DS has it, for God's sakes.
I know, I never really understood that, but whatever. So yeah, so any final words on that?
Well, if your console has Netflix,
Congratulations.
Congratulations.
there, I'll buy a beer. No, I won't.
Good job, Wii U.
I applaud you. Good job.
You guys. Okay, so moving on with the news stories. Riley, you being the big Rockstar guy, I don't know if you've heard about Rockstar in the past week.
You may have to fill me in because I'm sort of slacking on news lately.
Alrighty, so this past week it was revealed that Rockstar is currently working on a next-gen title to be released by March of next year.
It's probably Agent.
See, here's what I'm thinking. There's a lot of possibilities for this.
It
could be next-gen ports of GTA 5. It could be Agent is finally secretly in development.
Or Red Dead 2.
It could be a new Red Dead. There's a lot of possibilities with Rockstar making a next-gen game.
I've heard something about a new Red Dead.
Yeah, a new Red Dead's been rumored for a while now. But Rockstar's first next-gen title confirmed to be released by March of next year. What do you guys think it's going to be?
Well, we really don't know. I mean, I think if it was a new Red Dead, I think there'd be a little bit more about it, because they announced GTA 5 like 2 years before the game came out.
Yeah, true enough.
But if it was a Red Dead, I think we know about it by now, like for sure. Or there'd be a lot more speculation about it.
Or E3.
They want a surprise. Oh, yes.
Remember, E3 is in a month, so...
It's in July.
No, it's in June, Joe.
June. It's always June.
It's always June.
Are you sure?
It's always the second week of June. But yeah, there's a lot of possibilities about this. I honestly don't know what they... I honestly think it could be Agent, because Agent has been something that Rockstar has been talking about for a long time. And now that the next-gen systems are out, and that this is confirmed that they're developing something, it's very likely it could be Agent.
I mean, it could be anything. It could be a new Red Dead, could be a GTA expansion pack, DLC, sorry. Could be anything. Might even be Max Payne things.
Yeah, there's a lot of possibilities with Rockstar. But,
really.
You never know.
Yeah. Moving on,
We can only speculate at this point.
we can always speculate.
Exactly.
But moving on with the news, as Riley mentioned before, Nintendo announced Pokemon Ruby and Sapphire remakes for the 3DS this year. Pokemon Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire for the 3DS to be released worldwide in November. Guys, what do you feel about this?
I am excited as shit for that because I freaking love those games. I got Ruby when I got my Game Boy Advance, which is now long broken, and I played the literal shit out of that, and I just freaking fell in love with Pokemon after that.
So you just played it so much that the cartridge just shat all over you?
No, the Game Boy just long broke, a long time ago.
But yeah,
still have the cart though.
Yeah, but like me, I just got into Pokemon recently. My first Pokemon game was Fire Red, and then I just recently started playing, about a month ago, playing Sapphire on my phone, and I'm really into Sapphire. I'm really digging it. So the fact that these remakes are coming out, you know, I know a lot of people are happy about this.
I am fucking looking forward to that.
Yeah, it's funny. There's like gamers are like split half and half when it comes to remakes. Half of them hate them because they're like, "Oh, we already have that game and it's perfectly fine." But then the other half are like, "Well, not only is it cool to re-experience this in a higher resolution, but also it could get more people interested in something that I've been a fan of for years." And
it's good. Like, it'd be nice if the newer generation of Pokemon, which knows like X and Y, that kind of shit. It'd be nice if they got to experience, what I got to experience over 10 years ago now.
Yeah. Here's another thing I want to discuss.
10 years. Fuck.
So they're announcing these remakes. Where's Pokemon Z?
Well, is it...
Because you guys know Pokemon, they always release two versions, and then a year or two later they release the, combined versions, like both versions combined into one game. So the fact that these remakes are coming out before Pokemon Z, what do you guys think about that?
Something that I want to know is this a what kind of remake are we talking about here? Like, what are they doing that remakes it? Is it a remake or is it a reboot? There's a difference.
No, it's from the ground up. They're redoing everything.
Well, I don't know.
It'll be the same game, fundamentally in terms of gameplay, but in terms of like sound, graphics, design, they're redoing everything from the ground up. Because obviously it's going to be released on a 3DS.
Yeah, I don't know. It just seems to me that this is only exciting for people that actually have a 3DS.
Yeah, true enough.
Which only one of us does.
I'll be there eventually. But guys, final words on Pokemon remake.
I seem to be the only one who's really enthusiastic about this.
No, I am, honestly. I am. I need a 3DS first, obviously, but, I'm really liking Sapphire, so I would probably go, once I get a 3DS, I would probably go and pick that up.
I think it's about time it got a remake. I mean, the news took me by surprise, but it's about time.
Yeah. Plus, playing a remade version on the 3DS would be a lot better than playing it on my phone, let's be honest.
Well, yeah. Phone emulators... they're good, but they kind of suck.
Yeah. Alright, moving on with the news. We got some Minecraft news here.
I'm really slacking in Minecraft lately.
It was announced a little while ago that...
Hi, Joe.
Hi, Joe. It was announced a little while ago that Minecraft Xbox 360 version. Now, the Xbox One version of Minecraft has been in development for some time now. They recently announced that Microsoft... I'm tripping all over my words. They recently announced that Minecraft Xbox 360 saves can be transferred over to the Xbox One version.
Ooh,
they officially confirmed that.
That's cool.
So, Achievement City doesn't have to be rebuilt.
Sweet!
So, what do you guys feel about this? I think it's a cool addition.
Obviously,
it saves a lot of people who want to upgrade.
Obviously, that is a good idea. Mostly, it saves everybody a hell of a lot of time.
Yeah, definitely.
And
it's like you guys know how many hours some people log into Minecraft just building shit.
Yeah.
A lot. Me, a lot.
And like let's say that you played Minecraft on the 360 and that's your version of choice, and you build this big expansive world with a lot of shit in it, and then you hear that they're porting it to Xbox One, and you eventually want to upgrade because you're going next gen. But then you can't transfer your saves over, so you have to start all over again. I honestly would be a little pissed about that.
Yeah, that would have been a really dick move.
Especially if I'm like a dedicated Minecraft Let's Player who has built this whole big world just for the internet. I mean, you know? It's like the fact that you would have to rebuild everything. But, you know, they officially confirmed that, you know, your saves will be fine, they can transfer no problem. You don't have to rebuild, which is a good thing.
Oh, thank God. Joe, your thoughts?
You know, I don't think at this being last to say something, I don't think I could really say something that hasn't already been said here, other than it is a good idea to not exactly save people money, but to save them a lot of time.
It saves them a lot of time and effort.
Saves them a lot of virtual time.
Yes. But moving on, going off of that, it was recently announced that Minecraft next-gen versions for the Xbox One and PS4 will not have infinite worlds, unlike the PC version.
Well, you can only do so much.
Yeah, and they said 4J Studios, the porters for the console versions of Minecraft, said that they could not do infinite worlds because of save state limitations on both consoles. So basically, they were limited by... Is that even a word?
Limited,
right? Limited.
Liberated.
But they were limited. They were limited by the saving capacity of the console versions, so that they could not feature an infinite world like the PC version. So, what do you guys think about this? Riley, I'm mostly talking to you since you're the Minecraft guy.
Sorry, Joe.
We love you.
Is he even listening?
I'm listening.
Okay. Okay, well, basically, Minecraft, the whole thing about Minecraft on the PC is that the world will go on for freaking ever. And on the consoles, I forget what it is. It's not that big, though, but the thing is, though, even on the console, the world is pretty big. I mean, the thing is about me, in Minecraft, I have an infinity large world. I only use just a really tiny area, and even then, that seems huge. So, really, I don't think it'll be that much of a problem.
Yeah, true enough. Yeah, I'm definitely with you on there.
I mean, plus, like, it's just not fun to walk from, like, one colony to another, which is, like, miles away. Mm-hmm. It's just not fun.
Yeah, true enough.
Yeah, if anything, it makes the game better.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm definitely with you there. But, I don't know, I'm sure someone will be pissed off about that.
People get pissed off for fucking anything.
Especially when we're talking about next gen, you know, it's supposed to be, like, we can do more.
But we can't.
No, they said that the worlds will be a lot bigger than the current console versions, but not infinite. So, yeah, well, I'm sure someone will be pissed about that.
Yeah, well, guess what? That's their problem.
Mm-hmm. Moving on, Elder Scrolls Online was released a couple months ago on PC. I believe it was a month or two ago. Bethesda has officially confirmed that the Elder Scrolls Online next-gen console versions, so the PS4 and the Xbox One versions, have been officially delayed by 6 months.
6 months?
6 months, so they won't come out until at least October now. And they said that they are hard at work developing the console versions, but they have run into a lot of unique problems specific to those consoles that forced them to delay them.
Hard at work.
Yeah. What do you guys think about this? Mainly talking to Joe here since he's the big Elder Scrolls guy.
Well,
love you, Riley.
I guess what I can say to console gamers is suck it. I
find that offensive.
Because
there's a minority here, Joe.
Hey, there's a lot of games that I want to play that aren't on PC yet, so
I'm gonna go play Grand Theft Auto 5 to spite you.
I don't know. There's just there's really nothing. I mean, I can totally.
Guess what I can play right now?
If I wanted to go play Elder Scrolls Online right now, I could. If you wanted to, you can't. So.
I could.
I mean, Riley could.
That's pretty much. I mean, you could, yeah. I mean,
I could too because I have Steam.
Yeah, but
well, my sister has Steam, but I could steal.
It's just I don't think you'll be able to run it that well in what your computer is. That's what I'm trying to say here.
Says the guy who has a shitty ass laptop. Fuck you.
There's the guy who has a custom built gaming computer at his home right now.
Says the guy who fuck you. But yeah, what do you
That is what I have to say. Hello, Thomas.
flipping you off. It's hard to tell because he has no fingers, but he's flipping you off.
He has no fingers, so he's just like putting up his fist. He's like,
I don't know,
fuck
but
yourself.
realistically, realistically, what I have to say is, I don't really know. It's kind of there's always delays in production of something, and you can't really blame them because you don't really know what's going on. They don't always tell you. It's like they always skip over the details and don't really blame them. So sometimes things like that are embarrassing.
Yeah, like we spilled Coca-Cola all over the servers.
Yeah.
Which I guarantee is happening.
We spilled Coca-Cola all over the servers of this game that we're still developing.
We fired the guy.
You know, one of the main PCs with a bunch of the game's data. Oh, there's like whipped cream in the keyboard. And,
There's porn
on it. For some reason, some asshole put peanut butter in the disk drive.
Crash the servers. My porn crashed the servers. Somebody gets their ass kicked. Somebody's gonna get their ass kicked.
Especially if you work at Bethesda. Come on, that's unprofessional as fuck.
Yeah, not at like fucking Rockstar. They probably look at porn all day, I guarantee it.
Some asshole put his dick in the disk drive. What the fuck?
And then he closed it. Ooh, no.
Oh, God. What?
No.
Riley, I'm turning your camera off.
Good, can I take my shirt off?
No.
Okay.
Because it's on again!
You probably just like put a picture of a cat over it or something.
Where the hell did Joe go?
What's this drink?
Okay. So anyway, so yeah, that happened. They delayed Elder Scrolls Online for the PS4 and Xbox One by 6 months. Ooh.
Well, I'm going to use this opportunity to quote badly a line from Shigeru Miyamoto. A delayed game is good eventually, but a rushed game is bad forever.
You know, that's very true. It's like, the only reason... Well, there's two reasons they delay games. One is because they're not ready to be released. Two, they are ready to be released, but they feel that they can make it better. Like GTA 5 is the perfect example of that. That game was ready to launch in May of 2013, but they delayed it because they thought it could be better than what it was.
And yeah, it went into my school time, but you know.
Yeah, whatever.
Fuck school. Shit about it anyways. But like, you know, I think game companies should try not to set a specific release date, because that means that, like, let's say I had to make a large project by this date, and the day is not too far off. I really have no control whether or not, like, external factors, whether or not it's going to be ready by that time or not.
Yeah, true enough.
That's why due dates are such bullshit.
Yeah. Well, then again, you know, you can't work on something forever. I mean,
No.
you can if you really want to, but...
I mean, it should get to a point where you announce, okay, it's probably likely going to be done by this time, we'll get you a date eventually.
Yeah.
Love it.
Okay, Joe's back. Hi, Joe.
Hello.
Oh, shit. I have to go grab my charger. I'll be right back.
Alrighty. Well, while Riley go grabs his charger, Joe, last thoughts on the Elder Scrolls Online console being delayed?
No really last thoughts, except that I feel bad for you console gamers that really wanted to, out there, that really wanted to look forward to Elder Scrolls Online for some reason.
Joe, watch
yes?
up behind you.
I know. I know.
Good. But,
Yeah.
I am going to stall for time until Riley gets back so that I can give you guys this last news story, which is all about...
In the messaging part, I sent you a link.
I can't keep that going forever.
I sent you a link.
What did you send me a link to?
It's, you can just click on it in the messaging thing.
I will look at it later because it fucks with the video feed.
Just click on it now and just see what I'm talking about.
No.
Well, can I explain what it is?
Yes, you can.
Okay, well, recently,
Use your words, Joe.
recently, well, this kid is bothering me here. You are a kid.
Well, what the hell are you guys talking
Go back upstairs and watch TV, you ass.
You are so nice to your brother.
Recently, I know. recently, the creators of BioShock,
Irrational Games,
released small footage of BioShock 1 run by Unreal Engine 4.
Oh, like on next gen?
Yes.
Wow.
And it looks absolutely beautiful.
Okay, well, I'll have to look at that afterwards.
Yes, there's a video in the description. It's freaking. It looks beautiful.
Damn. But okay, Riley's back now. Charged in?
Yeah.
Plugged in? Okay. Last news story of the day, and then we will wrap things up here on Bearded Banter. This is going back to Nintendo. Nintendo recently revealed their recent fiscal year records, and it seems that Nintendo has reported that they suffered a $456 million annual operating loss in the last fiscal year.
Jesus!
Damn.
I'll drink to that.
That is the equivalent of 46.4 billion yen in Japan. What is up with Nintendo lately?
I don't know. They're just seems ever since the Wii U came out,
Ever
they're
since
going
the Wii U
downhill.
came out, they've just been going down.
You know what the thing
not
is?
having a good year.
Dude,
My
the
take on this?
Like
My take on this is that...
2014.
Yeah, really.
People are dying. Politicians are dying. Actors are dying.
Disease.
Obama won't be president for that much longer?
They don't know Obama.
Like, what the hell is this? It's like the year everything goes to shit.
Yeah.
Yo, Joe,
Slowly.
what are you drinking?
It is a Palmtini.
I
That
don't know
actually
what
looks
that
pretty
is.
good.
Oh, it's delicious.
You're
Oh.
delicious.
It's a pomegranate vodka cooler.
Ooh.
Fantastic. Anyway, Riley, what were you going to say?
Well, if Nintendo... Well, let's face it. Nintendo should not change their look because... Nintendo should not go into, the hardcore things like what Sony and Microsoft are into because that would change them a little too much.
Yeah, that would change them for the worst, actually.
I like their reputation as the Mario system. They should keep that, but they should also diversify, you know what I mean?
They need third-party developers, man.
Yes, third-party developers will save you.
See, the thing is, because the fucking Wii U hasn't sold, and because of its tablet controller, no one wants to develop for it.
That's the thing. Nintendo, they always try to make huge advancements, and it just makes it hard to program for.
Yeah, why can't? Just watch the next generation Nintendo. It'll be just a standard game console,
Like the GameCube was.
with no gimmicks whatsoever.
I don't think I'd mind that much.
No, not really.
Yeah, really?
We should go back to N64 days.
They'll go back to cartridges.
We'll go back to hey, it'll be easier to clean and run. Okay, you just blow on that shit and it goes, yay!
Like a woman.
Play now. I miss those days. We could just. Okay, we're good.
We're good to go.
Like my snack goes.
The days before you had to bring your disc to EB Games and spend $1.99 to get it cleaned.
Yeah, true enough.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Like,
man.
God.
Yeah, and think about this.
64 days.
Yeah, and think about this. The last time I checked, Nintendo was like a $17 billion corporation, and they lost almost $500 million this fiscal year.
That's
Wii U.
That's pretty huge.
The Wii U, I'm telling you.
Yeah, they got to do something with it.
It has something to do with it. They need to.
Joe's
to
so
stop
frustrated he
making-
can't talk.
They need to stop manufacturing them or something. Like,
Well,
you don't come
they
to
can't. Okay, they can't do that. The Wii U's only a year and a half old.
I know.
They can't just get rid of it. That would be stupid.
If not that, they need to bargain with companies to the problem with the Wii U is and consoles that stray from the status quo of gaming, that it's not the same. There's some things that are different. Is that games for the Wii U, and the reason that there's no games for it is that it's hard to format. That's the whole reason that there's no games for the Wii U. If they can somehow make it easier to format games for the Wii U, then they'll be back on top. But until they can do that and they start doing, they continue making different things. They're gonna continue going downhill.
Yeah, they gotta do
I agree.
something. Like the 3DS is. I think the 3DS alone would just like keep them afloat.
Like it's hard to format like fucking like imagine trying to play GTA 5 on the Wii U. Okay, it just doesn't work. The mechanics
What would
aren't
that
right.
be like?
That is why that is why there are no popular games on the Wii U.
Yeah, see,
And that's why it's not selling.
It's
See,
all
the thing they need is they either need to make more first-party titles and make them come out like sooner, or they need to go out and get some third-party developers to make them some exclusive titles. That's what they need.
You know what? Nintendo could really do with some exclusives, right, guys?
Yeah.
Nintendo
Nintendo would be good with their first-party exclusives because everyone plays those. But also, if they had their own like exclusive third-party library for the Wii U, I honestly, that would help them a lot.
The thing is, they keep rehashing their old franchises. Like they just came out with the new freaking Mario Kart for the Wii U. I mean,
That's
it looks
not out
awesome,
yet.
but it's still Mario Kart.
Yeah, that's not out yet though.
I mean, Mario Kart is one of the best Nintendo games out there, but
Yeah.
it's still Mario Kart. It's nothing new.
It honestly looks the same as Mario Kart 7, except it has a few anti-gravity things.
And
Yeah,
Like you go upside down every now and then.
they need to experiment with some new projects. They need to experiment with some new ideas. If it doesn't do well, you know what? Just keep working on it. You can't give up when they haven't given up before.
I agree.
They can't give up now, and just stop trying.
Yeah.
Gotta try.
Yeah. Last thoughts on this story before we wrap things up.
That was my last thoughts.
Riley?
Nintendo, keep... Well, one thing I would do is kind of tone down on the Mario games because I remember the time when you had to wait like a couple of years for a good Mario game. Now they're coming out every year.
Yeah, true enough.
They're not good.
Well, they're not what they should be.
Well, 3D Land was really good. New Super Mario Bros. 2,
Eh.
3D World looks fucking
Looks
awesome.
If they ever do a Mario Galaxy 3, which I highly doubt.
I highly doubt at this point.
Although it would be awesome.
It would be fucking awesome.
I don't know. Just Nintendo, like... They gotta... They play it safe too much.
Well,
Yeah,
I mean,
definitely.
technically not with the Wii U because they weren't playing safe with that.
Yeah.
Obviously, as we can see.
Yeah, so if
With
they
their
if they get their own group of exclusive third-party titles that people would want to play, then I think the Wii U will do a lot better. But
I agree.
You know what, Riley? I'm gonna sort of like debauch your statement there because out of everything, out of like Microsoft, out of Sony, Nintendo right now is the most adventurous, actually, with what they're doing with their consoles, with what they've done with their consoles.
yeah, I agree with Joe.
Depends on how you
That is the
look at it.
reason why. That's the reason why they're at where they're at right now.
Yeah. Nintendo like to take risks.
They've always been taking risks. You know what? It's blown apart it's blown up in their faces before. Just the Virtual Boy is good. The GameCube is another good one.
Although, GameCube is good for nostalgic value for our generation.
Yeah, but at the time it didn't sell well.
And
No,
sometimes it's done really well for them, like the Wii.
Yeah,
But,
something
Two good games the system had.
thing that sold really well it sold over the Xbox 360.
yeah, it sold over both of them.
It's different. I agree. It is different.
I think the PS3 was the less.
No, I think at this point the 360 and the PS3 are tied.
Yeah, but when they first came out,
Well, obviously, yeah.
people were complaining about the PS3 not having a higher graphics rate or something
when really it's about
like that. Like it didn't run games as well as the Xbox 360 games, something like that. I don't know. I don't know.
Nothing is looked up.
something about the lighting.
But yeah.
I don't know. But moving on.
Yeah, moving on. That was the last news story. So, unless you guys have anything else you want to talk about, we're going to wrap things up here.
I think I have actually one more thing to talk about.
Oh boy.
One more thing.
One more thing. This is the last thing, and then we're done.
This is the last thing. Something about Capcom.
Oh God, Capcom.
Uh-oh.
And the title of this, it is a new story, and the title of this is Capcom recognizes importance of diversity, promotes female employees to executive positions. And here is it. Capcom is promoting its female workers to executive positions as part of an effort to encourage diversity in the workplace, the company announced in its recent earnings report. Capcom is fully recognizing the importance of diversity of human resources in recent years while actively utilizing female workers and making evaluations according to performance, not based on gender, age, and such, the company said. What do you think about this? You think it's just a publicity thing, just so, like...
it might be.
Politically correct?
Like, look at what Capcom's doing.
I feel like...
They're so great.
I feel like this could be like a 50-50 thing, where... Like, it could be very genuine, and they actually do want to try to encourage that, while also, Capcom hasn't been doing that great in the last few years, so, any, like, positive publicity they could get would probably help them, so, I feel it could be, like, both ways, honestly.
Well, how do I make my comment without sounding sexist?
You can't.
Okay.
Because Capcom has been doing really bad last few years. They've gotten a lot of shit.
Yeah, really? Like, they've just been... What's up?
Nothing. That's my comment.
That's my comment. What do you think, Riley? And then we'll wrap things up here.
Well, this could just be, them bowing into the whole bullshit of political correctness, which I don't agree with. It does, you know what? It also, like, just putting women in these positions all of a sudden... It seems like affirmative action, in a way. Mm-hmm. And you guys know what that is, right?
Yeah.
Putting previously disadvantaged groups in okay, let's try to avoid politics in this, because...
Yeah, who cares?
There is no way to avoid politics in this. It's a politics story.
Yeah, but, like...
It's political no matter which way you put it.
Yeah, like that fan sitting in the window there is political somehow. I'm not serious. I could probably find a way to make it political. But,
okay, let's not.
Yeah, that's not. I could, actually. But anyway, I agree with Shane. I think it's a wow, Riley, talk. Publicity thing. And who knows, let's just see where if it'll affect the quality of the games.
Well,
one can only see.
Well, I'm saying it could be 50-50. Like, they could be, like, very genuine about this, while at the same time... They could be looking for, like, some sort of positive publicity to, like, improve their image. Because Capcom's gone down the shitter lately.
Well, to say that would be a little bit of an overstatement, because they've been doing really well in Japan. They sold...
Well, they're a Japanese company, though. That would make sense.
Yeah, I know, but they've sold 1.2 million copies of Dead Rising 3 so far. And Monster Hunter 4, which is, like... I mean, they haven't been released here yet, but they're really big in Japan right now.
I don't know.
Yeah.
So I'm saying it could go either way.
North Americans speaking, no, they're not doing well. Overseas speaking, they're doing awesome.
Yeah, I mean...
They're still on the map.
They're still there.
I don't know. I'm just saying, this to me, with the way Capcom's doing, at least in our area, it could go either way. But going off of that, I think we're going to wrap things up here. Guys, thank you very much for joining me on this wonderful episode.
I'm glad I could make it.
I'm really liking the new format. I hope you guys are too.
I'm liking
it. Try and figure out some
like this idea.
Yeah, but I'm really liking this new format. We should definitely do it more often. But I'm going to wrap things up here. So thank you very much for watching episode 33 of the Bearded Banter Gaming Podcast. I am the Bearded One. With me is Random Richard and Joe Hayes.
Sir Night Detective.
Sir Night Detective Joe Hayes, and we will see you next week. Keep on gaming, everyone.
Keep on gaming.
Bye-bye.